Good day, my amiable people out there. I am Fola Honilekon. Today, I'm discussing the dramatic techniques used in fences, written by August Wilson. If you have been following this channel, you will realize that I've produced the videos on the plot summary and the themes. This is just the dramatic techniques. What is dramatic techniques in literature? It has to do with the various ways the author has used in passing across information about the text, about the narrative to the readers. Let's go ahead and identify some of the techniques used in the text. Dramatic techniques. These are the various means used by the author in narrating the stories in the drama text. Some of these are used in August Wilson's Fences. The first one is flashback. This is a sudden recall of something that happened in the past in the story, which serves to prepare the plot of the story. This is used in some instances in Fences. In Act 1, Scene 1, Troy relates how he wrestled with death for 3 days in the middle of July 1941 through the use of flashback. He narrates how he confronted death but could not take him away. We are able to know much about the fathers of Troy and Bono with the aid of flashback in Act 1, Scene 4. Bono tells us how his father used to move about in the name of searching for quote-unquote new land. He was moving from place to place and woman to woman. He says he could not even understand his father. Troy also narrates how irresponsible and wicked his father was, that all his wives deserted him, including his mother. He narrates further the confrontation he had with his father when he was trying to snatch his girlfriend from him. The incident led to how he left the house and resorted into a wayward life. We are also able to know how Troy met Rose and Bono with the use of flashbacks. After Troy left the house, he was living in shanties with the colored homeless and jobless people, where he turned to a thief. He along the line met Leon's mother and impregnated her, and she gave birth to Leons. He then became an armed robber as he needed to cater for more people. He was arrested when he accidentally killed a man and sent to prison for 15 years, where he met Bono and learned how to play baseball. All this information is given through the use of flashbacks. We are able to know about the meeting of Troy and Rose through the use of flashback. Bono went on memory lane in Act 2, Scene 1 to tell us how Troy met and married Rose. He explains that Troy met Rose when he was famous for playing baseball, that many ladies did pursue him. He says he was happy when he picked Rose out of all the ladies. How Troy died is made known to readers. We know about the death of Troy also through the use of flashback. That's what we are trying to explain here. How Troy died is made known to the readers through flashback. Rose narrates this to Colin when he comes back from the United States Marine. She narrates that Troy was outside swinging the bat and later fell over and was carried to the hospital. Another instance of flashback in this text is the old song that Troy used to sing. We are informed about this in Act 1, Scene 4 with the use of flashback. Flashback reveals to us in Act 2, Scene 5 how Troy won Rose's heart. Rose narrates this to Corey to confirm him when he insists that he will not attend his father's burial. She says that she was 30 years old when she met Troy, and she was convinced that Troy was the type of man she could lay down with and have a baby. She said Troy gave her the freedom she wished for in the house when they got married. She also narrates how she kept the house in order, and Troy felt proud of it. We also have foreshadowing. This is a literary device in which something mentioned earlier in the plot of a drama or prose happens later in the narrative, or a hint about the incident is given at the beginning of the narrative, which comes to pass before the story ends. A good example is Troy talking about death always in the text. His wife Rose warns him against this in Act 1, Scene 1. Troy once narrates his encounter with death, that he confronted death in 1941 face to face for 3 days in this scene. Troy eventually dies of heart attack towards the end of the text. We also have the use of biblical allusion. This is making reference to the Holy Bible in a play or prose. In Act 1, Scene 1, Troy makes reference to the Bible where he proves that his vigilance of death as enshrined in the Holy Bible. Quote, the Bible says, be ever vigilant, unquote. There is also the use of personification. This is when the attributes of the animate objects or things are given to the inanimate. In Act 1, Scene 1, Troy, while narrating his encounter with death, addresses it as if it is a living human being. Quote, finally he says, you want band offer for another year? I told him, band hell, let's settle this now. Unquote. Troy presentation here is like being in conversation with a human being. That's a good example of personification. He has personified death here. There's the use of symbolism. This is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities to express one's mind. The author makes use of this in Act 2, Scene 1 through Troy. Corey accuses Troy, his father, of going against him becoming a footballer because he scared that he will be better than him. In response to this, Troy makes use of symbols of baseball to tell Corey that he misunderstood him and has made a mistake. He says, quote, I'm gonna tell you what your mistake was. See, you swung at the ball and didn't hit it. That's strike one. See you in the batter box now. You swung and you missed. That's strike one. Don't you strike out? Unquote. In the same scene, Corey is just coming in and he meets Troy holding on to his mother while the latter is telling Troy that he's hurting her. Corey instantly grabs Troy and hits him with a blow that catches him on the chest and knocks him down. Troy is surprised that Corey does this to him. In response to this, he tries to tell Corey that he hit him hard and should better move away from him to stay alive. He uses other symbols of baseball thus. Quote, alright, that's strike two. You stay away from around me. Boy, don't you strike out. You leave him with a full count. Don't you strike out. Unquote. There is also the use of apostrophe. It is a literary device whereby ideas of absent or dead persons, a spirit, abstract ideas, or certain powers are being addressed as if present or living. We have this in Act 2, Scene 2, when Troy is annoyed of Rose. Response to the death of Alberta. When Rose hears about the birth of Alberta, initially she's annoyed. So Troy is annoyed of Rose's response to the death of Alberta, his girlfriend. He addresses death as if living standing in front of him. Let me take that one again. Apostrophe is a literary device whereby ideas that's absent or dead persons, a spirit, abstract ideas or certain powers are being addressed as if present or living. We have this in Act 2, Scene 2, when Troy is annoyed of Rose's response to the death of Alberta, his girlfriend. He addresses death as if living and standing in front of him. Quote, alright, Mr. Dare, see now, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take and build me a fence around this yard. See, I'm gonna build me a fence around what belongs to me. And then I want to stay on the other side. See, you stay over there until you are ready for me. Then you come home. Bring your army. Bring your sickle. Bring your wrestling clothes. I ain't gonna fall down on my vigilance this time. You ain't gonna sneak up on me no more. When you're ready for me, when the top of your list says Troy Maxim, that's when you come around here. You come up and knock on the front door. If nobody else got nothing to do with this, it's between you and me, man to man. You stay on the other side of that fence until you're ready for me. Then you come up and knock on the front door anytime you want. I'll be ready for you. Unquote. Another one is conflict. This is the clash of forces in a play between individuals or groups, between the main character and the opposing character. It may also be between a character and unseen forces in the play. Conflict is used in some of the scenes in this play. The first one is between the blacks who feel denied some rights. This is portrayed white Troy, who fight for the right of the blacks to be allowed to drive the garbage truck like their white counterparts. So that's a good example is when Troy is trying to find the causes of the blacks, that they should also be allowed to drive the trucks. Another instance of conflict is the one between Troy and his son, who is a major conflict. Corey is a good football player who has been recruited in the college team, but Troy discourages him from it because of his own experience as a baseball player when he was young. He was not allowed to make a hit in baseball because of his color. Hence, he tries to discourage Corey from playing football, but instead do some other things that will benefit him. This is the bone of contention between Troy and his son, with the latter insisting on pursuing his dream. The duo knows grudges that result in physical combat, and Corey eventually leaves the house. There is also conflict between Troy and an unseen force, death, in the text. He always challenges death, and he narrates how he rescued confronted death in the middle of July in 1941 for 3 days. So he tries to tell us how he fought death, how he rescued and confronted death. That is in the middle of July in 1941 for 3 days. In Act 2, Troy addresses death that is building defiance for death to stay away from him on the other side until it is ready to take him away. There is also a little conflict between Troy and Rose as a result of the response of Rose to the death of Alberta, Troy's girlfriend. Rose has asked who will bury Alberta. This greatly vexes Troy that he pushes Rose away. So, these are the identifiable techniques, some of the techniques that are used in Fences, written by August Wilson. If you are new on this channel, try and subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscription button so that you have access to all my videos. I've earlier discussed the plot summary of this text, as I've told you. So, if you want to have access to it, just write in the comment section that you need this video and my other videos. I will send the link to you. You are free to share this on your social media, any of my videos. You are free to share them on any social media platform. Share with your friends, and inform your friends about this channel. Like the videos. Thank you, and God bless.